morning. Good morning. How are you? It's another snowy day. Did you play in the snow today?
I can't wait.
Okay.
I want to stay in the snow.
Over the past 2 years, we have taken a whole school approach towards learning Google Apps for education. It has fundamentally changed the way we communicate as a group of 1,000 students and about 90 staff. It's also changed our attitude towards flexibility and innovation.
One of my main responsibilities as an assistant principal is to supervise teachers, and Google Apps has helped to make my supervision much easier. We use something called teacher feedback sheets at the school, in which I'm able to track my walkthroughs to classes. I'm also able to record informal and formal observations on the sheet. Once I do record this information on the sheet, it immediately is shared in with the teacher, and they have an opportunity to see my feedback and to respond immediately to my feedback. The sheets that I use with the checklist of criteria is also available for them to see anytime they want, so they know exactly what I'm going to be looking for when I go into their classroom on a month-to-month basis.
Coming from a paper school, this PS62 is a refreshing change. It's wonderful to see the teacher's spreadsheets online where I can find individual students' reading levels, and I don't have to hassle teachers that are busy in the classroom. I also set my goals for students online, which allows teachers to see my curriculum and makes me more accountable for what I do with my students.
Through the use of the Gmail in our school, we can communicate any time of day. We don't have to look for each other. We can just send a quick line.
I really like Google Apps because I like the cloud computing part of it. I like to be able to access my information wherever I am. We use it for our teachers' schedules. We use it for calendars so that we all know who's supposed to do what when. I also like it because I can get forms at home, I can get forms at school, and all my data is in one place. So I don't have to worry where I saved it. It's all up there in one place on Google.
We've also been able to work on our curriculum map, which again has increased the sharing of curriculum planning. The template is available on our literacy site.
The one way that's very beneficial to me is at home when I'm doing my planning, I'm able to access my curriculum maps, my math calendars, my Jolly Phonics units, that I don't have to really take home my books, that I'm able to just go on the Google website and access the information.
I like Google Docs because it helped me get help from other people, and they were able to collaborate with me.
I use Google Docs to do my US presentation with my friends because I have it saved on my account, so I don't have to worry about having a USB drive to get it on any other computer. I could just log in and I could share with people, and they could help me do it anytime they want.
I used Google Docs for the first time with my class in their writing their response to literature, and I found that it was quite easy to be able to insert my comments into their pieces. I didn't have to take paper home with me. I didn't have to be at school.
While Miss Horowitz was commenting on my work, I was revising and editing my author study piece, and whenever she would post a comment, I would revise it at the same time.
My hope is probably that we've come a little closer to accepting the notion that nothing stands still. And like Google, we are an ever-changing, ever-evolving community of learners.
This year we have been using Google spreadsheets to help us collect and analyze data for our ELA and math scores. The spreadsheets allow us to quickly see what our students have mastered and what they're struggling in. Google spreadsheets allow us to quickly group students depending on the need for skill or question type. This is an example of how your class performed question by question on a specific test, so you can see how your whole class performed for each individual skill.
And what I find particularly useful about it is that I'm able to see what reading levels the students were in the previous year, and then I can compare it to what they're able to do at the beginning of the year and assess their growth from one assessment period to the next.
PS62 this year has been using spreadsheets to input student data for their writing curriculum. And what makes this very useful for me is that it filters the students into groups. So it tells me exactly what the students need to do in order to move on to the next level of proficiency.
Parents and students can go on to see what schedules and special events that are going on.
What I like best about the website is that you could go back and see what kind of projects that your school or your class did.
Everything at PS62 is transparent, which allows me to be a more efficient teacher, and it's great.
I'm so excited that in supporting teachers through this process, we have built a foundation that is enabling them to be more confident, innovative, and perhaps even passionate about using Google Apps with their students.